Now step 2. Night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time. The mists of memory.
Stay down, blast you. I've tried water, oil, nectar, ambrosia, but no.
That voice, it's...
What about blood? Not try blood, which would be utter madness, but I'm running out of reasonable options here. I could try asking nicely. Hair, would you mind staying down a bit, please? This is supposed to be a special occasion. You won't listen. You're mocking me. Fine, I see how it is. Well, two can play at that, you know. What if I simply chop you off? Would you like that? I'll go get Stygius again and cut you clean. You think on it a bit. Wait, what? Is my hair getting lighter and my features getting fairer, or did I consume something that really isn't sitting well?
Prince Zagreus, please listen to my voice. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Definitely something I consumed then. Or else... Oh, this is just a dream. Hypnos has been growing rather bold with these. Is that you in there, mate?
No, Look, yes, technically this is a dream, but it's the only way I could reach out to you, across the span of time. Now please, our family is in danger, and I need your aid.
All right, slow down. It's fortunate I rather like such realistic dreams. And what do you mean, our family? Who are you? Probably one of Mother's many cousins. Wouldn't explain the eyes, though, or my father's sigil on your outfit.
Let me speak. Look, this is going to be difficult for you to accept, but I'm Melinoi, your sister. From another time, a future time not all that distant from your own.
See, that was going to be my next guess. Well, dream sister from a future time. I would never want to snap awake before hearing you out, so what's the situation? What do you want me to do?
I want you to find our grandfather Kronos and destroy him. Because there's only so much I can do here myself. He's taken over your entire house, imprisoned our father, mother, you, everybody. And now he threatens Olympus. All as vengeance for what the gods once did.
Right. When you say what the gods once did, you mean the part where they got rid of Kronos permanently long before I was ever born? Or you, for that matter. But in the not all that distant future, he returns and single-handedly takes over everything.
Yes, please believe me. I myself was very little when the Titan struck, and I've been training all my life in preparation for this very moment. But I cannot stop Kronos on my own. Will you aid me?
I'm guessing not, since this is a dream and I'll likely just forget about it as soon as I wake up. Also, you look and sound just like a figment of my imagination would probably look and sound. Can you prove anything you've said?
You won't forget me when you wake, I promise you. As for the proof you seek, you must know of Hecate, our mother's handmaiden. She trained me for this. Seek her and tell her what I've said, but no one else.
Sister, I'm afraid our mother has no such handmaiden. Although, in some strange way, you mentioning a name I've never heard is better proof than anything you said to her father. Wait, what's the matter?
It's Kronos. I've incapacitated him, but he'll return, just as he will eventually in your own time. I need to go. Before he finds me here, I need to go.
But you just got here. Look, Melinoi, was it? Will I ever see you again, or was this more of a one-off?
I found you across dreams and time, brother. I'll stop at nothing to do it again. Until then, please, let this remain a secret between us.
Right, I can't even tell Hypnos. Well, suit yourself. See you another day, sister. Or night.
Till then, from mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
Just stay down. Ow. Oh, blast. Thought I had you there. I had you there. But weakening. Perhaps.
Brother?
Oh. Just as I'm about to get my hair under control. Who are you and what have you done with my reflection? Only joking. I remembered everything just as you said. Particularly since you're here again so soon. Where were we?
I was trying to persuade you to take me at my word that I'm your sister from a future time in which the Titan Kronos has usurped the House of Hades. I mean to stop him and require your assistance.
I have a wide variety of questions first, even knowing that our time apparently is limited. First off, why me? Although I am the designated security specialist around here, so perhaps I know the answer to that one.
Some security specialist. Kronos caught the house entirely off guard. but you're my closest kin. You've subverted the will of the Fates before, and slain gods, if not titans. I also lack the means of reaching anybody else this way.
Well, great. I feel that strong kinship between us already. Next question. Where even is this Kronos, and what would you have me do if and when I locate him? A two-parter for you.
I don't know where Kronos is exactly in your time, though I mean to find out. I know only that his remains were scattered to the deepest pits of Tartarus, which means he's probably recovering somewhere near where you reside. As for what to do if you locate him, I can't yet say either.
I hate to break it to you, Melinoi, but this isn't all that comprehensive a plan. Especially for something you've been planning all your life. Do I just wait for you to work through the details, or...?
No, look, you're a security specialist. Begin an investigation, though in absolute secrecy. Is anything amiss anywhere in the house or in Tartarus? Any unusual activity from satyrs, for example?
We've had our share of satyr problems, though not anywhere nearby. But I can have a look around. What about you? Wait, are you in my bedchambers?
What's left of them, yes. I can only reach you like this while we're in the same location across time. At any rate, I have to find the means for you to destroy the Titan there before he regains his full strength. But... blast!
What is it? Do you have to go again? Then don't wait up on my account. I'll see what I can do and speak to you when next you haunt my dreams. Take care, sister. We'll sort this out.
You make it sound so effortless. Farewell, brother. Until we see each other next. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
She's gone. It's only me again. Hey, when do I wake up? She looks a bit like Mother, doesn't she? Which means... oh, blast. I never thought. I look just like him then. Only without the beard. Ugh. Ah. Hi there, Melinoi. My investigation into our grandfather's scheming is underway, though difficult to make good progress without telling anybody what I'm up to. Don't take this the wrong way, but this truly is your only idea.
Yes, I don't think I can stop Kronos here. Even Olympus is stuck trying to keep his forces at bay. And he's far too hateful and hard-headed to stop on his own.
That's our family for you. Father certainly has no love for Kronos, but he never speaks of him. Do you happen to know what went over between them to have made things this bad?
You're in a better position to ask our father about that than I am. Kronos was a tyrant, and his children wouldn't have it. The Fates themselves deemed that the gods should rule. But that apparently wasn't enough for him.
So now you want me to stop them for you? I mean, for us. I've had mixed experiences vanquishing certain members of our family before, but that wasn't forever. And you've said next to nothing about how you expect me to do it.
Look, I have knowledge of an incantation known as Dissolution of Time. It requires several complicated steps I shall explain along the way. If it works, it should unravel him.
Unravel him? That's a little vague for me, unless Kronos turns out to be a spool of yarn. Can you be more specific?
Unmake him. Destroy his ambitions along with him. Undo all the harm he caused. A threefold family bond is required. You, me, and Kronos. Then we shall infuse a special weapon with the negation of his very being. I'll get into that later.
Well, great. I think you cleared everything up. Though I'll admit I don't like having to kill our family members just because Father doesn't know how to get along with them.
You would blame Father in all this? Blast. Kronos is starting to revive. I have to go. Keep searching for any sign of him. And remember, this is for all of us.
I will, and I understand, I think. We didn't ask to be born into this, but it's what we got. We'll handle it as best we can.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Take care of yourself. And be kind to Mother, Father, Cerberus, and all for me. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
That dream, which means she must be close. Melinoi? Melinoi. That's a nice name. Melinoi, are you out there? No?
Brother.
There. Hello again, sister. You wanted me to search for signs of Kronos preparing for a big surprise, and while it isn't much, I did locate machinery in Tartarus that seemed a little out of place.
Machinery? You mean the gears that turn the ever-shifting chambers? In my time, that machinery is spread through Tartarus as far as I can see. What do you make of it?
Well, normally I wouldn't have made anything of it, but perhaps it's connected to what you're saying. I'm working on tracing where it leads. What about you? Any word on how we ought to proceed?
We need a weapon. The problem is that Kronos can resist the arms once used to vanquish him. On top of that, it needs to be available both to you in your time and to me in mine. The closer to our family, the better. Can you think of something suitable?
Nothing immediately comes to mind. I have some mortal weapons in my chambers, but they hardly worked at any point. A weapon both in my time and in yours. And none of the infernal arms will do.
Give it some thought, but please make haste. Kronos shall realize what I'm up to here eventually, and this connection weakens every night. For now, I'd better go.
Hold on. What happened to the servants of this house? To my friends? You said Kronos took everybody. Did you mean everybody, or...
Well, no. Hypnos is with us, but fast asleep. Commander Skelemius, too. He's marshalling the Shades still loyal to our father. Poor Cerberus has been cast out into the morning fields. But as for all the rest...
Oh, at least the good Commander Skelemius made it out. But Nyx, Achilles, Thanatos, Megara, Dusa, Orpheus... Our grandfather has all of them locked up.
He has our father bound in chains in Tartarus. I understand he's trapped the others, frozen them in time. But we can break his hold on them. I'm certain that we can. Goodbye for now, brother. Think of a weapon we can use to set this right.
Sure thing. I think of weapons all the time. Come on, where is she? Where is she? Don't leave me hanging like this, sister. Come on. I want to get some proper sleep eventually.
Brother.
Hey! Zagreus, my father's spear. You said we would need a weapon that's available in both our times, is close to our family, and not been used to slay Kronos before. That one should do. It's big, and it hurts.
Huh. I see how that may work. The only problem is I've no idea where to find this guy Zagreus. Kronos likely got a hold of it. But that's in my time. While in yours...
Father doesn't often let me use it anyway, and it's sealed off in his chambers. There must be something else. Though at least I found the place where Kronos probably is piecing himself back together little by little.
You did? Where? What happened? How do you know it's the correct location?
Well, for one thing, it appears to be directly underneath this house. Odd place to bury one's predecessor, but Father can be quite particular with punishments. Anyway, when I descended deeper into Tartarus, I found a satyr infestation that led me to some sort of cave. I went no farther for now.
Good. And do not enter until everything's prepared. But let's go back a moment to our father's spear. Is there somewhere you could procure it?
Sure. Father's chambers may be strictly off limits, though no security specialist of any worth would be so easily deterred. I'll likely suffer an eternity of torment, but sounds like Kronos has that in store for me regardless. So, what shall I do with Zagreus, assuming I can get my hands on it?
Keep it someplace secure. Could you persuade our father to give it to you, without letting him know exactly why? If we tamper too much with time, Kronos shall find out. I suppose there's also the problem of how to transfer Zagreus across an astral psychic pathway.
Details, sister. I like this plan, and Father owes me anyway. So are you some sort of oracle gathering up ancient artifacts, speaking to me in dreams and such? Perhaps these count as nightmares, while with a terrible future to look forward to.
We'll change that future. And I'm no oracle, I'm what you call a witch. We're getting closer to our goal, brother. Claim Father's spear, and I have more to do myself. I'll see you again soon. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
Be safe out there. This has to work. It has to. I mean, why wouldn't it? If everything she says has happened will happen. I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Well, anyway, we'll find out soon enough. If she shows up. Is that?
Zagreus, you did it! I found Zagreus waiting for me. So then it's true. Your choices and actions in the past
affect the future. Don't see how come you're so surprised. I figured you expected this result. If I'm able to destroy Kronos in my time, before he takes control in yours, then everything will be alright. Won't it?
Well, I assume so, yes. Any outcome would be better than to be subjected to his reign. He's taken our family, thrown open the gates of the underworld, struck Olympus. He deserves death in the mortal sense.
I'll take your word for it. Though, tell me something. Let's say I go destroy the Titan Kronos as we planned. What happens to you? You're here because of everything he did. But the past will have changed your present.
No. If Kronos hadn't taken Father's throne, we'd be together as a family. He denied me a father, a mother, a three-headed dog. You. And some evening he'll deny you that and more if you don't do exactly as I ask.
Okay. It's just, it turns out I have a sister and I don't want to lose her over this is all. Though I suppose we'd meet again eventually. Anyway, this hurts my head, which is strange considering I'm in this nightmare sort of thing.
I understand. Communicating across time like this should not be possible. Not even Kronos thinks it can be done. But he is old and arrogant. He doesn't know the limits of his capability, which is our only chance.
So now I wait for you to contact me again, once you've infused our father's spear with some temporal nightmare curse, and I'll descend into Grandfather's fetid lair, where I'll drive said spear into his heart? Something like that?
Yes, something very much like that. Preparing Gygaros may take a little while, and I may have some difficulty reaching you until such time. But I promise you I shall return. Till then, be careful, Zagreus. Big brother. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
She's gone again. Big brother. Me.
All right, need to calm myself. Can't make him more nervous than me. Whew. Okay, focus.
What if something happened? Something must have happened. But then how am I still dreaming? If this even is a dream. Oh, blast, where is she? When is she? Wait. Milinoe, you've returned. You've no idea how much difficulty I had falling asleep so I could see you here again. So what's the word? Have you prepared the spear?
Take hold of Gygaros and we'll find out. A couple of points first. One, you'll have to go immediately to where Kronos resides. And two, our connection with each other shall probably be lost. I'll be counting on you to succeed.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. But before we do this, you're certain there's no other way? You've nicely asked Grandfather to stand down, that sort of thing?
We're far past level-headed conversation here. I can't imagine you'll be more amenable to persuasion in your time than mine. And as I understand, nicely asking our father if you could leave the underworld had mixed results for you.
Fair point. You really think this Spear of Fathers has the power to destroy a deathless titan?
It shall in just a moment, so hold it close. May earth and night and darkness hear me now. Bring true death for the deathless by my vow. Dissolution of time.
Gygaros. It's grown hot to the touch, but feels much lighter than before as well. I suppose I should be careful not to prod somebody with it. Besides Kronos.
Go, Zagreus. I've done everything I can here. And we'll see each other again. Some other time than this, perhaps. But still. For now, farewell.
Goodbye, Milinoe. I hope this works.
What now? What is all that infernal racket? Silence, fools, lest we be caught. Guards! Guards! Guards!
Oh, hello.
Who goes there? You lack the clothing of the Satyrs' hooves, and have a countenance which I know not.
You must be Grandfather. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm called Zagreus. I got a tip about your quite suspicious cabin here and had to go take a look. What are you doing here, if I may ask?
Recuperated. What else would I possibly be doing in a place such as this? So I suppose Hades is to thank for this new grandchild of mine. I never thought that I would see the age when he became a father for himself.
Oh, he's a wonderful father, if you must know. So much so, I have a little sister, too, Milinoe. Looks more like our dear mother Persephone, the underworld queen, though has a bit of your son's prickly personality, I think. You'd love her.
Why are you telling me all this? So immediately against my satyrs tear you to shreds. Where are those blasted satyrs anyhow?
Grandfather, I'm telling you all this because I thought I'd make a little small talk here before I do you in. You would bring pain and suffering upon my house, and as our designated security specialist, I cannot allow that.
What would you know of my intent? You dare speak to me of pain and suffering? Here I have wrought it since an eon prior to when you were but the twinkle in your father's eye. He and his brothers, traitors and usurpers.
They're your children. Look, you don't have to like them all the time, I know I don't. But what of Milinoe and me? Are you prepared to sweep us into your old grudge?
I will not. Your father surely has already poisoned you against me. You and your little sister both.
Would I be speaking to you if that were the case? Here's the arrangement. Either take pity on your grandchildren, or take this spear repeatedly. And you won't soon recuperate, I swear. Which is it going to be?
You threaten me with annihilation. Have not experienced the world without time. You would to dearly miss my influence. Nor would my pity do you any good. How exactly would you seek manifest?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps just by being our grandfather rather than sneaking underneath the house in some sort of profane chamber I ought to have known about. Your time. Why don't you extrapolate a bit?
Extrapolate what? A joy-filled life in which Grandfather Time is there to coddle the spoiled children of my murderous son. He shall drive that accursed spear through me on sight if you do not.
No, because you'll be under my protection. And also, no, it won't just be a joy-filled life, especially if you keep on. But it'll probably be better than whatever this is. Now make your choice already. I don't have all day or night.
Severin, a future with such grandchildren as you, or the eternal void. How can I possibly decide?
That's it, I'm stabbing you.
Wait. All this time, for naught. Perhaps the fates themselves always knew my plans would be undone again. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, hence I go.
You said yourself Mother could use some rest. Why don't you join her? I can keep an eye on things.
No, Nyx is with the Queen. Nor shall I leave my daughter unattended.
Unattended? You act like I may not be the best influence on her.
I do not act.
Oh, hello. Well, this is a rare treat. The both of you together in this lounge. What brings you here, Grandfather?
I yet to seek the girl's whereabouts is what. I have turned over this residence in its entirety and found nary a sign. She is already as elusive as you always were, Hades.
That or your old senses have dulled. She went running over there by the head chef, where she yet lingers in silence. Go before her patience wears thin.
What Father meant to say was, no, we've no idea where my good son's little sister is. She could be anywhere. Have you tried checking the administrative chamber? Gods, I sound like Hypnos.
I do appreciate the hint.
Keep up the good work.
Where are you, my girl?
Queen Persephone, Prince Zagreus, return to us.
Hades,
Mother.
Melinoe, you're all grown up. Oh, my heart.
Melinoe, it's you. You did it. Me, I nicely asked Grandfather to stand down after all, long before you were even born. Oh, my head.
They shall recover. Give them time. Now send me to the blasted void already. You, son, or that witch, or you, granddaughter, one of you. I'm weary of incessant bickering. You long for a world without me? It is yours.
Wait, no. Sister, don't. Don't you remember? Grandfather, he was there when you were growing up. Was it a dream? Couldn't have only been a dream. Just, please, give him a chance.
Zagreus, you need not advocate for me again. What we experienced was a possibility and nothing more. And you, Melinoe, to think I put you through all this. Take your vengeance.
I ought to take my vengeance on you both. Zagreus, I trusted you with our entire family's future. And no, I don't remember any of what you and this Titan claim. How convenient that only you seem to recall it.
How convenient. You cast your dream time witch magic on us. And if you still think destroying Grandfather will make this ridiculous family's problems go away, then no wonder your fancy spell didn't quite work out.
Enough! No fighting is permitted in this blasted house. Especially not between the two of you. Do you intend to wind up old and wretched and wrathful like him? Like me?
Lord Father, it was my wrath that brought me to this point. And how can you possibly compare yourself Look what the Titan did to you.
We did this to each other. Gods and titans, doomed to live forever, yet learn nothing all the while. Do as you must, but take no vengeance in my name.
I may yet take vengeance in my own name. But let us first make certain Kronos shall undo the harm he caused. All of it. Zagreus wants to give him a chance. I want him to give us back the time we were denied.
Then he shall have his chance. You hear that, Father? By the grace of the Princess of the Underworld, you have one chance to return what you took. Bring this house to order to start with. My eyes burn at the very sight of this place.
I can alter change what already occurred, Hades. I am an old titan, as you say. All I have ever known is how to move forward. But if you and my grandchildren would have it, I can make time for this house of yours. And everything.
Then be so kind as to get these chains off me so we can get to work.
And so the Princess of the Dead remained in the House of Hades with the Titan of Time and the rest, to aid in the recovery of however much was not forever lost. The rightful Underworld King and Queen were swift to organize this relatively painless task, and shades of the dead still loyal to their cause answered the call. They and the Titan picked up many pieces of the past. And soon, the house grew more like how it used to be. But then, a summons from Olympus arrived, and the princess knew her stay had reached its end.
Well, this is it.
Hey. Well, I think we can fix up the rest of this place on our own. Thank you for all your help. Especially the part where you liberated us from our temporal prisons and whatnot.
Believe me, I had nothing better to do. Anyhow, we'll have to find a way to cross paths out there. And each keep an eye on Kronos as we tie up some loose ends.
You're not still angry with me, are you? For, not murdering our grandfather in an utterly defenseless state? I wish you could remember growing up with him. You got on rather well. He made you laugh more than I did.
In this dream past only you and he recall, I'm still uncertain how to feel about this possibility of a more pleasant life. Right now, I'd simply settle for a calmer one.
You don't seem like the settling sort. Anyway, I know this isn't goodbye, and we'll be seeing each other. Though, still, I'll miss you, little sister. And do send Hypnos back if he can't wake up on his own.
He'll wake up. I'm going to miss you too, big brother. Take care of everyone, all right?
I will. You take care too.
Then let us ride into the dark above. And do be careful to hold on as we depart.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, daughter.
What is that? Some sort of parchment work? Whosoever claims this contract shall forthwith... I'm not reading all this. Wait.
Melinoe!
Brother!
Well, this is awkward. Melinoe, what are you doing here? I was just basking in the adulation of the crowd. They never tire of seeing the champion or champions of Elysium fall.
Hello, Zagreus. Wow, this is Elysium, but I don't know what I'm doing here. Last I recall, I picked up some sort of burning parchment from Charon's shop.
Oh, gods. You really accepted an infernal contract, read all the fine print, and still thought it was a good idea.
I can't exactly say I read all the fine print. I mean, there seemed an awful lot, and could you perhaps summarize what I consented to?
A free trip to Elysium for one, and an exhibition match with its present champion or champions for another. Though exhibition does mean deadly battle in this case. You ready? Let's give these shades a shot.
If you insist.
Meet the Princess of the Underworld, everyone. there. Last.
Zagreus, are you all right? I wasn't certain whether this was meant to be more for show or for real.
I have to assume you decided for real was the way to go. Anyway, if anybody asks, I went easy on my little sister. Now, if you'll excuse me, I lost a little blood. That was beginner's luck.
Took you down, big brother. For me. All right, Zagreus. I accept these terms. Hi there.
There came a point in my security specialist career where my victories became too numerous to count. So thanks for last time, reminding me about defeat.
You're very welcome. And likewise have my own defeats become a little less common recently. Though I don't know where that leaves us. Somebody always has to lose here.
The Shades would never tolerate it any other way. Well, let's make this a victory or defeat to never forget. Oh, congratulations, Melinoi, for I have deemed you blasted strong. Well above rather strong on my scale.
Thank you, brother. I try. Do you normally even win anything when you prevail in this place?
Usually just darkness, but I do have something for you here. I've always wanted to give somebody one of these.
A keepsake of some sort? Thank you.
Occupational hazard.
I'd like to see my brother, so I accept these terms.
Sorry.
Hello, brother.
What happened to you? One of your incantations backfire or something? Last time I remember you being this small, it was potentially all just a dream of mine.
This is the work of the Enchantress Circe, and I'll have you know it is entirely intentional. You won't be ridiculing me when you see how elusive I've become.
I didn't mean to ridicule you to begin with, although I think the Shades around here would probably enjoy a bit of verbal hostility before the main event. Come on then, little sister. Oh, I didn't bring you any other prizes for your victory.
That's all right. I still have the contract as an added benefit. Free goods from Charon's shop is nothing to scoff at.
I'm glad you feel that way. I ought to head on back. See you soon. It's been a while.
So you're back to being security specialist. It must be easier trying to break out of the underworld when the gates are still flung open.
As a matter of fact, it is, yes. Particularly that very last part where I previously had to get past Cerberus and worse. For now, it's more about surveying than escape.
You call this surveying? We're in a battle nearly to the death, all for the entertainment of these bloodthirsty Shades.
Now, sister, the Shades of Elysium are some of our most valuable and influential residents. If spilling a little blood will satisfy them, that seems like a worthy sacrifice.
No!
Good news. The terms of your infernal contract are fulfilled. But for more. Got you quite decisively last time, as I recall, sister, so I am mildly surprised you dare show your face again in such a competitive environment.
I'm accustomed to the occasional setback here and there. What about you? You've been trapped in time. That can't be good for your physical and mental acuity.
I don't know, it's like I didn't miss a beat. Though why don't you be the judge of my physical and mental acuity in just a moment here?
Ow!
You're strong, Melinoi, but as it turns out, I am also strong. It's the princess.
Will I ever see you again beyond the confines of this crowded competitive arena? We ought to be sharing ambrosia, rather than trying to kill one another for sport.
Nobody knows but the Fates, and from what I've recently been hearing, perhaps not even them. As for the ambrosia, you've already got a keepsake from me, so no need.
What? Nectar and ambrosia aren't just for barter. You of everyone must understand the value of forging strong bonds with relatives, comrades, and loved ones.
Of course, but don't you think we've been through quite a bit together at this point? Especially in my case, I've known you for ages. But here, we can make it official if you like.
Well, all right then. Never to the death?
To the death. Oh, close enough. Oh, well, go get Kronos then, or Typhon, either one. Forgot something at home. bet you're fine.
Hi.
Hypnos recently returned to us. You've no idea how grateful he was to be back. Practically jumped right into my arms, although that might have been from abject fear.
I'm uncertain whether he realized the House of Hades was out of commission for most of the time he was asleep. He left before I could explain. Is he always so,
Whatever you're about to say, yes. He loves when I return to the house in failure and keeps track of all my deaths. So if you'd like to do him another favor, here's your shot. Oh, would you look at the time? Let's do this again. Oh, hello. So where exactly are these crossroads where you're from? I feel as though as security specialist I ought to have been fully disclosed by this point.
Well, the crossroads are in Erebus, but simply knowing that won't help with locating the place. Have Mother and Father not informed you?
No, they're probably concerned that if I ever went, I'd want to stay if you like it so much. That or they're trying to protect your secrecy. Oh well, we can see each other here. Oh, well, I think it's time I make my dramatic exit. You're not bad. A challenger. Not yet accustomed to the weight of Gargaros. I used to have a much wider variety of arms at my disposal, you know. But now it seems they've been picked through.
I'm quite familiar with a couple of their current bearers, at least. The blade of the underworld is in the capable hands of Nemesis, while the rail of adamant is in the hands of Eris.
I happen to miss those, but I was using their aspects for a while, so perhaps it's all as it should be. They better be well taken care of, better than this old spear. Oh, the Shades. They love a bit of drama. Hey, easy on the king. Hi there. I know that gleam. You brought my calling card along. So has Olympus still been as forthcoming with boons and such, now that things have cooled off a bit?
Oh, I think our relatives are quite eager to ensure things remain as is, which seems a little strange since it's all still quite a mess, though perhaps not to the previous extent.
Having things remain familiar for a while sounds like quite a pleasant change of pace now that you mention it. Hey, these vicious battles can be part of our routine. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just a little winded. That's all. You got me. Oh, hi, sister.
How did you get Gygaros anyhow? You never told me. Father truly just handed it over as a gift.
I persuaded him like you suggested. Father, if I'm to command respect in my role as security specialist, I ought to wield the authority of the House of Hades. He had a lot of bad memories attached to this thing besides.
From fighting against you. While I was growing up, Headmistress Hecate told me all about how you did that.
Now she's quite the cagey one. Must have served Mother in secrecy way back when. Well, if she taught you all your magic and whatnot, then she must know plenty. Oh, I forgot something I need back at the house. Don't wait up. Hello.
Mother?
So you can just go to the surface and head all the way up to Olympus and not die. I could never get very far.
I owe it to a complicated incantation called Unraveling a Fateful Bond. Without that, I could not get very far either. You must have longed to see Olympus for yourself. I wonder if...
Hey, no need to defy the fates on my account, sister. I'd rather leave things be. Perhaps once the underworld's back in business, I'll feel a stronger urge to see the mountain in all its glory, but for now, the glory of Elysium's enough. Oh, all right, you win this round, and I should go. Well done, sis. Melinary.
Hi there.
The Princess of the Dead again confronts her willful brother Zagreus, who has unlearned some of his finer fighting skills whilst trapped in the clutches of the Titan of Time.
Hey, it's you, old man. I was beginning to wonder where you wound up. Abandoned me for my dear sister, is that it?
Wait, what? Homer's been with me all this time. How do you know each other? What did I miss?
I can't even begin to answer that right now. Homer, you say? I should have figured he'd have such a silly name. Well, let's give him another tale to tell. Oh, you are a nightmare, let me tell you. Not a witch. Let's grab grubby hands. Again. Contrast again.
Hello, brother. How have Mother and Father been? And Nyx? All this must be quite an adjustment for them.
Oh, they're all right. You're seeing Mother and Father not too infrequently yourself, as far as I've gathered. They're keeping an eye on things in Tartarus, probably in part to see you.
Or have some time alone, I suppose. Meanwhile, your current charge is here in Elysium, entertaining all these shades.
I'd like to think of it as inspiring more so than entertaining, but if you must ask so pointedly, then yes. Keeping the shades of the underworld happy is our highest priority, next to keeping them from getting out, of course.
Oh, enjoy the many benefits of membership. I'll be going now.
Well, look through.
Hi. How are the house servants recovering? Everybody back on their feet by now? I'd like to meet them at some point.
Well, then perhaps you should have stayed at the house rather than returning to that crossroads place. But yes, everybody's on their feet. Besides Dusa, who doesn't have any.
You're not supposed to speak to them of me, are you? I can't exactly spread fear from the shadows to any would-be threats if everybody knew me for who I am.
Oh, you've a terrifying reputation, worry not. For one, our rumor-spreading court musician Orpheus already got wind of rather frightful tales of Dark Malinois. And for another, you're about to show off your demonic prowess here.
Oh, I ought to learn some magic for myself. Down we go.
Again. Didn't you mention that a certain Skelemius was residing with you, wherever your secret witch encampment is? How's he doing?
He's as resolute as ever, teaching our loyal shades our ways. He also serves as a practice partner of sorts, though I realize I'm not supposed to speak of him.
He probably just stands indulging his twisted desire to be savaged by a variety of powerful weapons, which I now realize has started to rub off on me. You're back. How is it in those crossroads anyway? Do you have friends, more than friends, that sort of thing? Do tell.
Oh, I suppose so, yes. Some of each. It's peaceful there, and I can see the moon and stars under a canopy of trees. It even rains every so often.
Getting rained on. I've heard that's unpleasant, but perhaps it's nice. You didn't really get to meet my friends or more than friends, though who knows? We have eternity, unless we somehow manage to kill each other here first. Look, everyone. You know, I'm starting to worry all these shades here think we truly get along, and that you're not the terrifying harbinger of the underworld's vengeance you're cracked up to be.
What if I glower at you like this and demand your head, if not your soul?
That works, and we can always keep our cordial little conversations nice and brief. Now face me, demon sister. Malinois. You're worse than fighting father. Don't tell him I said that. Sister. Oh, hey Malinois, you're looking well. Though not for long, perhaps. Sorry.
Hi there, Malinois. My investigation into our grandfather's scheming has begun, though difficult to make good progress without telling anybody what I'm up to. Don't take this the wrong way, but this truly is your only idea.
Yes, I don't think I can stop Kronos here. Even Olympus is stuck trying to keep his forces at bay. And he's far too hateful and hard-headed to stop on his own.
That's our family for you. Father certainly has no love for Kronos, but he never speaks of him. Do you happen to know what went over between them to have made things this bad?
You're in a better position to ask our father about that than I am. Kronos was a tyrant, and his children wouldn't have it. The Fates themselves deemed that the gods should rule. But that apparently wasn't enough for him.
So now you want me to stop them for you? I mean, for us. I've had mixed experiences vanquishing certain members of our family before, but that wasn't forever. And you've said next to nothing about how you expect me to do it.
Look, I have knowledge of an incantation known as Dissolution of Time. It requires several complicated steps I shall explain along the way. If it works, it should unravel him.
Unravel him? That's a little vague for me, unless Kronos turns out to be a spool of yarn. Can you be more specific?
Unmake him. Destroy his ambitions along with him. Undo all the harm he caused. A threefold family bond is required. You, me, and Kronos. Then we shall infuse a special weapon with the negation of his very being. I'll get into that later.
Well, great. I think you cleared everything up. Though I'll admit I don't like having to kill our family members just because Father doesn't know how to get along with them.
You would blame Father in all this. Blast. Kronos is starting to revive. I have to go. Keep searching for any sign of him. And remember, this is for all of us.
I will, and I understand, I think. We didn't ask to be born into this, but it's what we got. We'll handle it as best we can.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Take care of yourself. And be kind to Mother, Father, Cerberus, and all for me. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
Hello again, sister. You wanted me to search for signs of Kronos preparing for a big surprise, and while it isn't much, I did locate machinery in Tartarus that seemed a little out of place.
Machinery? You mean the gears that turn the ever-shifting chambers? In my time, that machinery is spread through Tartarus as far as I can see. What do you make of it?
Well, normally I wouldn't have made anything of it, but perhaps it's connected to what you're saying. I'm working on tracing where it leads. What about you? Any word on how we ought to proceed?
We need a weapon. The problem is that Kronos can resist the arms once used to vanquish him. On top of that, it needs to be available both to you in your time, and to me in mine. The closer to our family, the better. Can you think of something suitable?
Nothing immediately comes to mind. I have some mortal weapons in my chambers, but they hardly worked at any point. A weapon both in my time and in yours. And none of the infernal arms will do.
Give it some thought, but please make haste. Kronos shall realize what I am up to here eventually, and this connection weakens every night. For now, I'd better go.
Hold on. What happened to the servants of this house? To my friends? Loves of my life? You said Kronos took everybody. Did you mean everybody, or...
Well, no. Hypnos is with us, but fast asleep. Commander Skelemius, too. He's marshalling the Shades still loyal to our father. Poor Cerberus has been cast out into the morning fields. But as for all the rest...
Oh, at least the good Commander Skelemius made it out. But Nyx, Achilles, Thanatos, Megara, Dusa, Orpheus... Our grandfather has all of them locked up.
He has our father bound in chains in Tartarus. I understand he's trapped the others, frozen them in time. But we can break his hold on them. I'm certain that we can. Goodbye for now, brother. Think of a weapon we can use to set this right.
Sure thing. I think of weapons all the time. Zagreus, my father's spear. You said we would need a weapon that's available in both our times, is close to our family, and not been used to slay Kronos before. That one should do. It's big, and it hurts.
I see how that may work. Unfortunately, I have no idea where to find this guy Zagreus. Kronos may have gotten hold of it. But that's in my time. While in yours...
Father doesn't often let me use it anyway, and it's sealed off in his chambers. There must be something else. Though at least I found the place where Kronos probably is piecing himself back together little by little.
You did? Where? What happened? How do you know it's the correct location?
Well, for one thing, it appears to be directly underneath this house. Odd place to bury one's predecessor, but Father can be quite particular with punishments. Anyway, when I descended deeper into Tartarus, I found a satyr infestation that led me to some sort of cave. I went no farther for now.
Good. And do not enter until everything's prepared. But let's go back a moment to our father's spear. Is there some way you could procure it?
Sure. Father keeps it locked away, though no security specialist of any worth would be so easily deterred. I'm risking an eternity of torment, but sounds like Kronos has that in store for me regardless. So, what shall I do with Zagreus, assuming I can get my hands on it?
Leave it here in your chambers for me to find. Could you persuade our father to give it to you, without letting him know exactly why? If we tamper too much with time, Kronos shall find out. I don't need its physical form, only its essence sent across our astral psychic gateway.
Details, sister. I like unreasonable challenges, and Father owes me anyway. So use some sort of oracle gathering up ancient artifacts, speaking to me in dreams and such. Perhaps these count as nightmares, what with the terrible future to look forward to.
We'll change that future. And I'm no oracle, I'm what you call a witch. We're getting closer to our goal, brother. Claim Father's spear, and I have more to do myself. I'll see you again soon. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
Be safe out there. It's strange, I think I feel a little stressed. When I'm asleep, I'm supposed to be calm and relaxed. But then again, this is more like a nightmare, I suppose. Well, that makes much more sense. I'll just calmly wait here. Is that... Good news, sister. It took some doing, but I managed to persuade our father to let me hang on to his favorite spear a while.
You did? That's great. But where is it? I found no trace of any such weapon when I passed through here.
I have it secure, except I felt a little hesitant about handing it over. Or however you mean to get hold of it across this astral psychic, whatever you call it.
Zagreus, I need that spear. We need that spear. What misgivings could you possibly be having now?
Melinoi, you're asking me to permanently slay a member of our family whom I've never even met. I know it's important, but that doesn't mean I want to go through with it. I don't even know if I can.
Of course you can. What do you mean you don't want to go through with it? We're the children of the Underworld King and Queen. We do what is required of us, not merely what we desire.
You sound just like Father. There was a time I never could communicate with him either, and I sorely wish that he was dead and gone. I'm glad I never had the capability. I might have used it then.
I sound just like Father. Good. Yet there you go, comparing him to Kronos once again. Just because they're related doesn't make them anything alike. Nor is this situation remotely similar to the one you were in.
Oh, I don't know. My situation also involved family members desperately trying to kill each other.
We're trying to prevent that. At last, we'll discuss this more another night. I can't force you to cooperate with me, but I can haunt your dreams.
Well, it's a good thing I'm susceptible to threats. This was a lovely chat. See you some other nap time then.
Count on it. And mark you my words, we're going to fix this situation. We're not going to let our family fall apart.
I'd settle for the latter bit. Oh, my dream, she says. Well, come on then. This is hardly what I'd call a haunting. Just standing around waiting to be haunted. It's mildly foreboding at best. Nowhere near the unnerving sensation one would expect. Wait. Oh, hi, sister. Back to haunt my dreams some more. I didn't like where we left off, arguing over our relatives and our duty. Besides, Father always says no fighting in this house.
I didn't feel good about it either, and I couldn't help thinking about what you said. I know you were being honest with me about your concerns. All this must be so much to take in.
Believe me, I'm absorbing it as quickly as I can. We have this sinister grandfather who's resorted to all-out war against the rest of the family. One way or another, he needs to be stopped.
That's right. And I've been trained in how to stop him, though unfortunately it requires you to do some of the dirty work. The worst of it, in fact. I can understand why you would be reluctant.
So what do we do? Say we proceed as planned. I get Gygaros to you, you do something to it. I use it to destroy Kronos in my time before he takes control in yours. Then everything would be all right.
Well, I assume so, yes. We can't anticipate exactly what shall happen in a world without time, but it's existed in that state before, and can't be worse than letting him prevail.
But if Kronos is gone, what happens to you? You're here because of everything he did.
No. If Kronos hadn't taken Father's throne, we'd be together as a family. He denied me a father, a mother, a three-headed dog, you. And some evening he'll deny you that and more if we don't act.
Okay. It's just, it turns out I have a sister and I don't want to lose her over this is all.
I don't want to lose you either, Zagreus. I want you back. You and all the rest.
Well then, I'd better get you Father's spear. I'll have it for you next we meet. I promise.
Thanks, brother. Leave Gygaros in your chambers for me, and we'll go from there. For all our sakes. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now. Headmistress, you always said to trust my instincts. So here goes.
What if something happened? Something must have happened. But then how am I still dreaming? If this even is a dream. Oh, blast, where is she? When is she? Whew.
Zagreus, you did it. I found the traces of Gygaros here, which should be what I need for what comes next.
Right. So now I wait for you to contact me again once you've infused our father's spear with some temporal nightmare curse, and I'll descend into grandfather's fetid lair where I'll drive said spear into his heart. Something like that.
Whatever it takes. But I've been giving this a lot of thought, and there's an alternative I wanted to propose. You said before you've never even met Kronos. Let's say you find him in his fetid lair. What are the outcomes then?
Well, let's see. 1, I could murder him as we discussed. 2, I could fail miserably in the attempt. Or 3, we hit it off, have a rousing conversation, and become best mates.
My thoughts as well, more or less. Bear with me, but what if, prior to striking, you first took that latter course? Got to know him, endeared yourself to him if possible.
Wait, what? We'd have ourselves a nice grandson-to-grandfather chat. I could invite him to the house for a bottle of ambrosia. He's been festering a while. Perhaps he's keen for company. You're serious?
I am, but he's been festering for far too long, and very bitter that our family broke ties with him. His ambitions likely can't be changed, even in your time. Though, if nothing else, perhaps you can use such knowledge against him.
You really do mean he and I should have a chat? So we become best mates, what then? Oh. Huh. He wouldn't take over the house. He wouldn't have to. But Father would absolutely lose his mind if he sees him again.
Take Kronos in as prisoner. As security specialist, it ought to be within your right. He probably is far too proud to go quietly, but it's a chance.
Well, why not? He hasn't met me, right? Or you, for that matter. And he can't be harder to talk to than Father. I like this plan, sister. More than the kill-on-sight version, at least.
Good. But I need assurances that if the conversation does not go the way you wish, you will not hesitate to run him through.
Then here are those assurances. If I meet him, can't get through to him, don't like him, and determine he's a threat to you and all of us, I'll kill him. Then and there.
I believe you. All my life, I had this task. Death to Kronos. But that was never the goal in its entirety. More so the means to stop him and for retribution. If there's another way to set this right, it's worth a shot.
Agreed. Well then, I'd better brush up on my spearwork just in case. Besides, the sooner I wear myself out, the sooner I'll be able to get right back to sleep and see you again.
Be ready. Preparing Gygaros may take a little while, and I may have difficulty reaching you until such time, but I'll return. Till then, be well, Zagreus. Big brother. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
She's gone again. Big brother. Me. Malinois, you've returned. You've no idea how much difficulty I had falling asleep so I could see you here again. So what's the word? Have you prepared the spear?
Take hold of Gygaros and we'll find out. You'll have to go immediately to where Kronos resides. Speak to him, but do not mention me at all, as I've not yet been born. I'll be counting on you to succeed.
And the plan is, once I find him, either we become best mates, or else it's death to Kronos, like you said. Do you truly think there's any possibility he comes around? That I won't have to kill him?
Knowing there are infinite possibilities, then I suppose so, yes. But I'm so angry with him still, and frightened about what may come to pass. He's taken so much from me, from all of us, and yet, he wants his family back too. One way or another, he'll get what's coming. We all will.
All right. But we're getting your family back, not just his. Whew, this is a lot. To think the Spear of Fathers has the power to destroy a deathless titan.
It shall in just a moment, so hold it close. May earth and night and darkness hear me now. Bring true death to the deathless by my vow. Dissolution of time.
Gygaros. It's grown hot to the touch, but feels much lighter than before as well. I suppose I should be careful not to prod somebody with it. Besides Kronos.
Go, Zagreus. I've done everything I can here. And we'll see each other again. Some other time than this, perhaps. But still. For now, farewell. Take that!
Not at last. Just like we tried.
I finally won!
Last.
Queen Persephone, Prince Zagreus, return to us.
Hades,
Mother.
Malinois, you're all grown up. But then, of course you are. Oh, my heart.
Malinois, it's really you. You look just like your nightmare reflection did. So long ago, before the little you was even born. Did we succeed? Oh, I'm shaking.
They shall recover. Give them time. And give me death. Go on and send me to the blasted void already. You son or that witch, or you granddaughter, one of you. For I am weary of it all. You long for a world without me. It is yours.
Grandfather, no. How could you say that after all we've been through together? I swore you'd be under my protection and... Oh, gods. What happened to this place?
I took this place as what, Zagreus? And ruined it. You need not advocate for me again. You never knew my real self. Merely a possibility and nothing more. And you, Millenoi. To think I put you through all this. Take your vengeance.
No. Our family's had enough for now. Who else recalls what happened? Memories as vivid as any you hold dear, but of a separate life we might have lived. Mother, do you remember?
I do. You were insatiably curious as a child, and sometimes too much even for me to handle, so Zagreus and Kronos, they often helped take care of you.
I too remember now. That father was with us after Zagreus discovered him and took him in. Yet all the while, I have been a prisoner. His prisoner here in this time of ours.
Queen Persephone, Lord Hades, do not believe these falsehoods coursing through your minds. Even your son and daughter seem susceptible. You all have been manipulated by the Titan's spell.
Headmistress, that's not true. Don't you understand? The dissolution of time, this is how I manifested it. You always said the task was mine, as were the methods I employed. This was the path I chose.
Then you failed. Death to Kronos was the task, yet there he is. Millenoi, what could possibly have compelled you to take such a course?
Your own teachings. To think for myself, not just do as I'm told. But if you still believe destroying Kronos will make our problems go away, then what are you waiting for?
I shall never forgive this Titan for what he has done. To this world, your family, you, or me.
Dear Hecate, my handmaiden, who said anything about forgiveness? I've never heard such pain in you. Last I recall in this life, just before Kronos struck, your task was to protect our daughter at all costs. And you did. You did.
In our moment of peril, you were the only one we could count on, esteemed Witch of the Crossroads. For that and more, you have our gratitude. For all eternity.
I did no more than was my charge, O King and Queen. And I remain as ever at your service. Well then, Millenoi. What now?
What now? There is so much to be done. Bringing this house to order, for one thing. Mother, father, you've seen what was possible. Let us give Kronos one chance to make himself useful, starting with our restoration efforts. Would you grant me that?
Granted. We're not finished with you, Kronos. They say time heals all wounds. Prove it.
Granted, but only this one chance. By the grace of the Princess of the Underworld.
You would permit me such a chance? But I cannot change what already occurred. Cannot undo the unforgivable decisions I have made.
Your time itself. We're not demanding you move backward. We're demanding you move forward.
To move forward. That is all I have ever known. Then I shall make time. Both for this house and everything.
Then be so kind as to get these chains off me so we can get to work.
And so the Princess of the Dead remained in the House of Hades with the Titan of Time and the rest, to aid in the recovery of however much was not forever lost. The rightful Underworld King and Queen were swift to organize this relatively painless task, and shades of the dead still loyal to their cause answered the call. They and the Titan picked up many pieces of the past. And soon, the house grew more like how it used to be. But then, a summons from Olympus arrived, and the princess knew her stay had reached its end.
Well, this is it.
Hey. Well, I think we can fix up the rest of this place on our own. Thank you for all your help. Especially the part where you liberated us from our temporal prisons and whatnot.
Believe me, I had nothing better to do. Anyhow, we'll have to find a way to cross paths out there. And each keep an eye on Kronos as we tie up some loose ends.
It must be hard to even look at him after everything he did. I can't help but be glad we're all here, but that's easy for me to say, not having been locked in a lifelong conflict.
I'll manage. You helped me realize there even was a path toward this outcome. As I faced Kronos in this house, I started to sense that being cut off from this family was consuming him.
It might have consumed him completely. Good thing we make a decent brother-sister team. Past and present, real and imagined. And now we don't even need Dreamtime witch magic to stay in touch.
No, I suppose not. Feels like we've been through thick and thin together, doesn't it? Even without the memories of a wholly different and generally more pleasant life. Right now, I'd simply settle for a calmer one.
Come on, you're not the settling sort. Anyway, I know this isn't goodbye, and we'll be seeing each other, though still. I'll miss you, little sister. And do send Hypnos back if he can't wake up on his own.
He'll wake up. I'm going to miss you too, big brother. Take care of everyone, all right?
I will. You take care too.